사기. 근데 그게 조 단위가 됐을 때는 뭐라고 그럴 것 같아?
이번 사건 완벽하게 마무리해서 썩어버린 머리 잘라낸다.
자, 레이스 들어갑니다.
Aloha! This is Trinidad, your island man, coming to you all the way from Hawaii, live on the island of Oahu, giving you the best movie reviews here on the island. Tonight, Thursday, February 2nd, I just went ahead and finished seeing a movie that took me over a week to see. I was desperately trying to get to see this movie. I tried to go see it earlier, but, you know, it's a South Korean film called Master. And I've just shown you the trailer, and honestly, from that trailer, it does not show you much of what this movie could really, truly be about. And even reading the description was fairly vague. I'll put that down in the details, or the description of this review. And, of course, so it basically centers around a South Korean, it takes place in South Korea. So it's a South Korean financial crime specialist unit going after a high-level Ponzi schemer, kind of the South Korean version of Bernie Madoff. So I guess this turned out to be kind of a Wolf of Wall Street kind of deal, movie, whereas the police set up various attempts to capture this man. He's basically got this pyramid scheme, this Ponzi scheme, taken in thousands of South Koreans' money, and basically, escaping with, well over $3 billion of, retirees, people who really need that money, and it's just kind of a shame. So, remember our rating scale. Shaka thumbs up. I recommend it. It's good to see. Shaka thumbs down. It's bad to see. It's junk. And, well, after struggling to see this movie and finally seeing it, I'd have to say Shaka thumbs down. So, yeah, Shaka thumbs down for Master, this South Korean movie. Unfortunately, I thought it was going to be really good. The last 30 minutes were really good. I was greatly impressed by it. The last 30 minutes had some action. From the description, the police officer going against this mastermind criminal, it sounded a little bit like a South Korean version of Heat that starred, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. And like I said, the last 30 minutes of the movie are kind of that. But all the lead up is a little slow. I mean, there is a little bit of intrigue. You're going to see how this man operates, how he's taken, this Ponzi scheme, getting people to invest in this, promising, of course, doubling their money for their retirements and etc. It's interesting to see that although the police and this police specialist has him on the hook several times, almost getting him, he's just seems to be one step ahead of him all throughout the movie. So it kind of drags during the first and second acts slightly. About the most intriguing thing is that they need to get this guy's ledger. They could arrest him, but what they really want to get is his connections to the government officials, people that he's bribed, that have bribed him. Well, or not bribed him, but people that he's bribed and been able to go ahead and pay off to get off of various charges, grease officials, so that, he can promote his Ponzi scheme pretty much unabashed. And so remember, Shaka thumbs down for this movie. Check it out on streaming, Netflix, maybe iTunes, but I wouldn't really, go ahead and go pay full price to see this movie. It's not really anything to watch at the theater. Watch at your leisure. That's my best recommendation for it. Unfortunately, like I said, I thought it would be a little bit more interesting. It's a little bit more of an intrigue, slower paced first and second, acts of the movie. So that was a little bit of a letdown. And most of it takes place in South Korea, mainly around the Seoul area. And the finale of the last 30 minutes is very good. Like I said, he flees South Korea in prosecution, hiding out in Manila, the Philippines. So, it has a little bit of an international feel to it. And, there's a little bit of a car chase at the end, a little bit of shoot 'em up at the end. So, like I said, the last 30 minutes of this movie are pretty good to see. But the first two kind of drag. So overall, like I said, shock a thumbs down. Wait for it if you really want to see it, if you like South Korean films. Like I said, just wait for it on streaming Netflix, and you can't go wrong. All right, thanks a lot. This is Trinidad, your Island Man, checking you out, and hoping you're checking me out for my review of Master. All right, thanks a lot, and aloha.